quality content. When we decided to play DDO, it was with every intention of only spending one night in the world as a special stream, just for the three of us. A trip into a 14-year-old game that, from an outside perspective, was riddled with paywalls and a dwindling population. Even from the moment we installed, we faced countless errors causing us to close and reopen the launcher to even get it to finish. Our hopes were low. From a scale from 1 to 10, how fun do you think this game is going to be before we even start playing it?
I think it's going to be glitchy. I think it's going to be buggy and outdated. But the dungeons look very fun.
After 14 years, you think it's going to be buggy?
Yeah. The fact that I could barely install it.
The fact that your launcher kept giving you errors?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's not a good start point.
Once we managed to get in and play the tutorial, it continued to be exactly what we were expecting. It felt out of date while giving us almost no real information other than how important a rogue would be. Luckily, we all have 10 plus years of playing D&D 3.5, so a lot of this came naturally to us. Without that knowledge, I couldn't imagine getting thrown into this game and expected to make a solid character. Every piece of gear is littered with stats and abilities that are not made clear what they do. Google is this game's best friend, as even the prior D&D knowledge we had was not always clear how this stuff would translate to a video game. And that's not a good thing for a common audience. We need someone to travel to the Keep on the Borderlands and recover a page of the Codex of the Infinite Planes. Bitch, I'm level 1. The tutorial, however, wasn't very long, and when we made it into town, we were fortunate enough to have multiple DDO vets come into our chats and start helping guide us through the game and answer some questions. For a game that, as of this video, isn't breaking more than 200 viewers at its absolute peak on Twitch, it was mind-blowing these guys were passionate enough to come in and help new players. And without that help, I'm honestly not sure how far we could have made it. The more we explored just this first town, the more deep the game systems got. Every menu we accidentally opened or explored was full of customization options and uses we never even expected. Some were obvious, while others... I wish stuff explained more. Like one of these abilities just says I get +1 Bard Song. I don't know what the fuck that
What's
means.
Bard Song?
I don't know, it doesn't tell you, it just says +1 Bard Song. Finally it was time. We had our quest and we could proceed through the first dungeons of the game, and it was nothing like we were expecting. These dungeons had various paths, hidden things for us to find with our skills, and fun puzzles. It was such a basic experience that's been lost in so many more modern MMOs that we grew to love more and more as we played. It was the first few times we caught ourselves saying, damn, I really like that. Yeah, I'm actually having a pretty good time.
Yeah, it's actually not bad. Like it looks old, but
yeah, I feel like that's the problem, is that it just never really got updated, because when you compare it to, this game is 2 years newer than WoW is, but when you compare it to WoW, like, they upgraded the graphics and everything, and they keep it running, and this game just still has the older style, so I think that kind of draws people away from it.
Boots of yeah. I mean, because I don't really mind the older look as long as the gameplay is fine.
Yeah, like, I love games like this that have extensive character creation.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, having to do actual rogue things in a game where I chose to be rogue is much better than I'm a rogue because I dual wield daggers.
It was such a refreshing feeling to lean on other players and not be a one-man army. Locked door? I couldn't do anything about it, but a rogue sure can. Hidden passage? I didn't see it, but someone else did because they have a higher spot skill. Combat was very basic, but we ended the night only being level 2, and just stumbling upon the amount of skills and spells in the game, it was obvious that this would get much more complex, and the only thing holding us back was our own creativity. We started looking at what would come with glistening eyes and excitement. Diplomacy would reduce my threat if I was being attacked by a deadly mob. I could bluff to feint in combat and deal more damage. That's awesome! Health in the game doesn't automatically regenerate, and spells are very limited, so misstepping or charging through an area created a new level of difficulty. It wasn't fight to fight that we had to figure out a rotation of some spells or abilities, the entire dungeon was the single fight. Resources like health and spell points can only be recovered by taking a short rest at a shrine, which comes with a 15-minute cooldown, so it's meant to be used sparingly.
I have not slept a wink since we started adventuring, okay? And I am not gonna sleep now.
party. You are part of this adventuring party, and me and Matt are responsible for you, and you need to go nap.
Look, do I look? Look at me! Do I look like I need a nap?
We didn't actually have any issues on normal since we were just clearing the dungeon once to be able to unlock the harder difficulties, but we were looking forward to doing them again. Repeating quests and challenging ourselves as an optional feature is how all games should be. My only fears for DDO is how unfriendly it seems to new players, and that it might not be nearly as fun to play alone. You'll need a friend, and hopefully one that can help with traps, but if you can do that, you'll find an MMO that, while complex in presentation, offers what very few games still have in recent years, and that boils down to one simple word: choice. Overall, we had an absolute blast playing the game, and we all agreed we would love to keep streaming our adventures in it. Just giving it a chance made us longtime players, and if you want to give it a try, send this video to anyone you might want to join you, so they can see for themselves how it made us completely 180. Even if you don't play every day, you'll have an awesome time bringing your friends together for an MMO experience that's simply lost to the ages. We're looking to start a new player guild, and depending on when you watch this video, we might already have started it, and we'd love to have you. I'll post a video about it hopefully soon, so please consider subscribing. I'm also looking to do more content like this, both in DDO and lots of other MMOs. I also stream over at twitch.tv/cheatshaman. I'll put a link in the description. Everyone that follows me there really helps, and it's free. I don't like advertising myself, but we're trying to build a community, so please check us out.